Hello everyone, this is John Muntz with Dealer's Edge. I want to welcome you all to our ongoing series of workshop summaries in which we take one of our full-length online workshops and produce a shortened video summary of the material provided. We typically host 3 to 4 full-length webinars a month that usually run about an hour's time. In case you haven't heard of us, Dealer's Edge is a firm dedicated to informing dealers and dealership management of topics relevant to your bottom line. We are always producing new content via our online workshops, webinars, books, manuals, and summaries. For this summary, we are talking about the BDC with one of our favorite workshop presenters, Joni Stuker, President and Founder of Owner Connect, LLC. Dealer's Edge members have access to the full 1-hour workshop, as well as the executive summary in PDF format, which is what is being read here, not to mention hundreds of other topics targeted to dealership owners and managers. Rob Keeley, an industry expert himself, wrote the summary, and the narration is done by Darius Jackson. All relevant links will be in the description below. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to stay informed of new releases. So, all that aside, let's get into it.
Dealer's Edge Executive Summary. Health Check. BDC Organization and Effectiveness. As the competitive landscape grows for today's dealers, the need for a well-organized BDC strategy is an absolute must. With the need to balance resource allocation between digital spend and changes to customer buying habits, having a strong BDC is as important as ever. So how do you know if your BDC is healthy and strong? Continuing a series of presentations on how to self-evaluate various departments and profit centers in the dealership, in this session, Joni will delve into just what she looks for when invited into a dealership to evaluate BDC operations and performance. She will offer both a checklist of must-haves and should-haves that will lead to a BDC that enjoys positive impact and success. Joni Stuker Davis, founder and president of Owner Connect, LLC, www.ownerconnect-llc.com, joined us to share her thoughts on how to check the health and organization of your BDC. Joni is an industry leader and BDC professional who General Motors selected as a turnkey vendor for GM dealership BDC operations. She frequently receives invitations to speak at NADA and state conventions. In addition, she and her team serve as a resource for numerous OEMs, as well as for a diverse range of other industries, such as NASCAR, resorts, RV products, RV dealerships, amusement parks, and retail automobile dealerships. This report is a summary of Joni's comments and suggestions. Selling is not something you do to someone. Selling is something you do for someone. Zig Ziglar. So what is a BDC exactly? As opposed to an internet call center that waits on incoming leads, a business development center is focused on retention and development. Many BDCs are really just internet call centers. With that in mind, the first step for assessing the health of your BDC is to take an honest look at what you really have. Once you've decided that you have a BDC, do we meet the requirements of a high-functioning BDC? Must-have requirements. The right stuff. Having the right type of people with the right qualities can make or break a BDC. Joni noted that BDCs sometimes become the Klingon department filled with underperforming but nice and reliable employees. It should come as no surprise that these BDCs don't live up to their potential. So what are some of the qualities of a high-performing BDC staff? An open mind. BDC reps must be comfortable with cold calling, prospecting, and asking for referrals. In fact, the best time to ask for a referral is when a customer is shopping for a vehicle. The success rate declines as the time distance from the sale increases. So how do you know if your current employees and future candidates have an open mind? Ask them. If you decide to shop for a car and phoned into a dealership to set an appointment, and at the end of the call they asked you if you would give them a referral, would you give the name and number of a friend out? If the answer is some variation of no, then you can be sure that they will not be comfortable asking for referrals. Flexible and trainable. Since the BDC has both day and evening hours, they must be willing to work where needed. Reliable and trustworthy. Can they be trusted to show up on time, ready to work? Results driven. Joni stresses that the goals of the BDC are the same as the sales team, to generate sales. Sales staff involvement. Joni notes that BDCs are excellent training platforms for sales staff to improve their cold call and prospecting skills and understand how the BDC can help them succeed. Spending time in the BDC reduces friction and fosters collaboration between the two departments. Daily engagement. Performance review. The BDC manager should meet with the sales manager to review that day's appointment content. Transfer ownership. This is called transfer of ownership, where the BDC manager helps the sales manager prepare their game plan for each prospect. This is especially important if the customer is interested in a vehicle that is limited or not available. Ensure engagement. When the content is shared with the sales staff, it helps to improve the odds of creating engagement between the customer and sales consultant. Confirm VIP process. Before appointment calls are terminated, customers with appointments are told that the VIP manager, i.e. BDC manager, would like to say a quick hello. They then confirm the appointment. This tends to reduce the number of no-shows. They also make sure that the customer work number is captured and that the appointment is within 72 hours of the call. The customer should be instructed to ask for the VIP manager, who turns them over to the sales manager, who then assigns a sales consultant. Self-generated appointments. Joni stressed that BDCs should be able to generate at least 1/3 of their appointments through prospecting. How do they do that? They ask for referrals from those that they speak to. They leverage household prospecting by asking how many drivers, how many vehicles, and who is most likely to buy next. They take advantage of incidental contacts, such as receptionists, wrong numbers, etc. When asked how to best contact customers, Joni noted that the phone is preferred. However, all methods, for example, text, chat, email, are employed to get the job done. When asked about Facebook and other social media communications, Joni noted that our own circle of influence is tremendous. However, she recommends creating a personal workplace Facebook page to limit confusing and potentially embarrassing images from popping up. Do not overthink. The goal is to build value for the store, and it starts by understanding two things. The BDC staff are appointment setters. They are not equipped to negotiate deals, quote prices, or explain how to fix things. Their job is to drive traffic. They are to focus more on the store visit and less about inventory. There are word tracks that can help staff overcome these objections. For example, understanding that most customers do not end up buying what they thought they were looking for. A good response to website inventory questions is, more than half of my available inventory never makes it onto the website or even onto the lot. Now just tell me what you need because I can help you. Transparent goals. Hourly activity goals. Break the daily target of calls, live conversations, appointments, etc. down into hourly chunks and then help them to achieve them. For example, instead of telling the BDC rep to do 100 calls a shift, tell them that they only have to make 17 calls per hour. 17 times 6-hour shift equals 102. Change lead sources. If the rep is not tracking to hit their objective within 30 minutes with their current lead source, give them another to work on. Weekly activity review. Joni uses a Go Green tracker to help reps keep focused and managers keep informed. Reward achievement to keep the staff motivated. BDC manager ownership. BDC success lives or dies on the BDC manager. What qualities do effective BDC managers exhibit? Strong-willed leader, not afraid to fail, and keep the team moving. Inspect hourly effort. BDC reps call out their call count, appointments, etc. every hour. Live TO for every non-appointment. This helps BDC reps learn. If the rep is having difficulty, they should say, hold on for a moment and turn the call over to the manager. Don't talk about the buying. Say something like this. Thanks for holding. This is Joni, one of the VIP managers here. Hey, tell me more about your current vehicle. Is it in good shape? If they say something like, I'm not interested in a trade, your response will be something like, understood, but do you plan to sell it on your own? Some customers are more willing to make an appointment to explore selling their car to you and to buy one. Own all staff activity. Do whatever it takes to hit objective. Blended sales and service. BDCs bring value for all departments, and Joni recommends that they handle all household needs, both sales and service. Every call, regardless of the source, should be run through the BDC. For example, when setting first appointments, allow them to offer a free oil change for the drivers of the other family vehicles. This not only drives service traffic, but opens up the prospect of additional vehicle sales. Never deal a lead. If a sales lead is a non-starter, ask about service needs and when they are due for their next oil change. Then follow up every 90 days to schedule their next service. Prospect every lead. Route all calls for non-sales requests, directions, etc., and for unavailable sales consultants to the BDC for them to handle. Do not assign phone extensions for BDC reps. All calls should be answered in real time. Always ask, who else can you help? Smart compensation. Compensation should reward the activities that add to the mission. Joni recommends these: a modest hourly rate, such as $12 to $15. Pay commissions for sold activity only. Structure the bonus to promote excellence. Phone-ups who buy, $25. Referrals who buy, $75. Increase to 100 over 10 units sold. Manage by individual hourly activity. For example, 17 calls, 3 appointments, 1 sale, and 1 referral. Successful BDC qualities. They are comfortable with change. They have a plan and work the plan. They drive acquisition and retention driven. Conclusion. Joni recommends that every dealer evaluate their BDC by the metrics included in this workshop and structure it accordingly. The happy result will surely put a smile to their faces. Finally, she offered word tracks and a Go Green board sample free upon request.
Okay, that's going to do it. Again, this was just a summary of the material provided. The full workshop goes into much more detail. Please check out Joni Stuker at ownerconnect.com. Our writer, Rob Keeley's info can be found at fixedopsolutions360.com. And to look into becoming a Dealer's Edge member, it's dealersedge.com/VIP. All links will be in the description below. Please don't forget to subscribe, as we have many more summaries on the way. This is John Muntz with Dealer's Edge, saying goodbye for now.